Hey everybody, welcome back to Zielonka Hard Mode Challenge, Farming Simulator 25, episode 28. I haven't said it in a while, so I'll say the rules are I can't borrow any money beyond the 250k I borrowed to get this thing started, and I can't lease any equipment, and let's see, was there anything else? I don't think so, but yeah, and I can do contracts, but I can't borrow the equipment for the contract. I can only do contracts that I can do. So, the canola we planted last episode is now coming up, and I expect that there are weeds in the soil, so I will be weeding it. Our poplar's not ready yet, so I guess it's just about harvesting and moving on to November to see if perhaps our poplar is ready then. Uh, yeah, we still got 2,000 liters of rice in there, which is kind of crazy. But let's get to the harvest and get her done. I shoved all these pallets out of the way after off camera, and I'll continue doing that. It was this thing was out of this greenhouse was out of storage space. So once I have a better method of loading, specifically a skid steer, my favorite way of loading pallets. That's only 36,000, but yeah, that'll be better. Either my costs have gone up. It must be the silo. I was making about 3,000 a month, but now I seem to be making about 1,700 a month. 3,000 a month off that greenhouse, but now it's down to like 1,700. So I need 36,000 for, I think it's 36,000. Let's find out. It would help if you were on the right page, man. The biggest, yeah. So yeah, I need 36,000 for that. I need 36,000 for a skid steer loader, and a little bit more for the pallet forks for that thing. Maybe other tools if I get super crazy, decide to start doing rock breaking contracts or something. I need to plow this rice field up and get all of the dead ground from the hail damage fixed. And actually, while we're at it, before we start this, let's have a look at the weather. It looks like it's going to be sunny all day, so that much is good. We've seen this a million times before. Let's get our water taken care of. While we're waiting. I would really like 68,000 to get that auger cart so that I can get so I can unload on the fly and not have to drive back and forth the whole time. That might allow me to go with a bigger trailer for carting as well, and it would also allow me to cart with something other than this truck when harvesting crops with the combine. So that's kind of necessary. Okay, this thing is done and dealt with. So we'll go get in position for carting the rice. I would like to get animals. I was talked earlier about getting chickens, but that's another 174. So we're going to get about 300 out of this poplar. 240 of which is going straight to an oil mill. And then the oil mill will allow us to make money off the canola and the rice in a much faster fashion. And I want to move that poplar field. That's going to become canola, and I'll get another straight field for more poplar as soon as I can. I mean, the fields in this neighborhood are in the 50 to 70, 80,000 range, so that's not a huge deal. If you know, I can pick up another field, maybe even 17, 103. It's bigger than the neighboring fields, although some of it is actually, you know, this bare ground. We can go look at that real quick. Yeah. Parsnips. Nice parsnip puree, never went wrong for me anyway, but I don't fancy... Oh, there's a stream running through it. A runoff ditch or whatever that thing is. Well, that makes it less attractive, because then we have this land on the other side of the road that's part of it, but it's less usable. I mean, I guess let's do more greenhouses here. Part of the greenhouse cost, though, would be an algae barrel and another. Although maybe I can fit another greenhouse here. I'm not sure exactly where my. Let's see. Exactly sure where my road goes. So that's that road. Let's look at that again. How much of this land is mine? And can I fit? Right, we gotta... Ah, whoops. It's not really what I wanted to do. Maybe we put you down there. No, maybe we put you up there. Nope. There we go. Alright, I don't think I have... Well, maybe I do. Maybe there's room. It's up to there. It's that little thing there. There might be room. Hello? Huh. Yeah, running through the poplar again. Alright, there might be room for another greenhouse right here if I lose the... turn it at an angle and lose the tree, but there might not be as well. That's a possibility, and this thing is in the way anyway, so I can always put greenhouses over kind of where that tractor is parked. Let's see if we've got weeds. No. Oh, right. I actually I didn't waste it because I do need the fertilizer. Did need this equipment anyway, but I think right after a plow or a purchase, you don't need to worry about weeds. There's like one weed on the corner here or something. So that's pretty cool. But I bet we're approaching. Is that second harvest? Is that the second row? Or are we stuck somehow? We've gone around once, that much is certain. Okay, yeah, that's the second row. So if we look at this 1400 liters, yeah, I probably do want to get in there and get it. It'll last until we get down this line though, for sure. But we're going to get this done and then either move on or see if there's something else to do. So, that's done. And we've got a contract to collect. That tractor is in dire need of maintenance. But you might have noticed I had to reset the Hardy backpack earlier on in that last sequence. There's a bug with that backpack where if you... I'm not 100% sure how to trigger it, but I'm fairly certain if you let a... if you start to fold up that backpack and then switch to a worker, or if you let the worker fold it up or something, there's something weird about the worker folding it up that folds it into a weird upside down position, and then you can't, when you try to unfold it, it unfolds upside down and lifts the tractor up and does all kinds of weird stuff. And the only solution, the only way to get it fixed is to reset it. So if you're careful and you are the one who folds and unfolds it, or if you let the worker do the entire folding and unfolding process, I think you're safe. But be warned, that thing has a weird folding bug. I'm going to plow this rice field. Hopefully it even lets me. If it doesn't, then there's another bug. I think it's already a bug, but that's going to make things kind of a pain if it's not possible or easy to fix the hail damage. Now, the hail damage should only damage the existing crop and should not last the way it does. That much is for sure, no matter what else I'm saying, it's definitely that way. I need one. So I'm gonna get this guy. What's a... There's something wrong with that. It's lifting it up. Well, I guess we'll have to do the outside. On our own. Well, actually, the whole thing doesn't need to be plowed. We just need to plow those spots. So we're just gonna plow those spots. And call that good. And then I'll have to cultivate it anyway, so those fixes will become apparent. Yep. Just hit those. Hit those spots. We only have 10 grand, and I'm guessing that the repair of this tractor is going to be well over that, probably closer to the 15, 18,000 range. So not a lot of point in, not point, I just can't afford it right now. And the more I do big contracts with this thing, the more it, becomes damaged and needs even more repair. So we'll just wait and repair it when we can. It shouldn't affect the, pretty sure it's affected the top speed, but it shouldn't affect the amount we get off the poplar, because that would be affected by the Lacatech forage harvester thing we've got going. Which reminds me, I still want to get an actual dedicated forage harvester, and when I do, I'm going to buy a really big field and do poplar in it. And yeah, then we'll actually be really truly rolling and kind of able to do whatever we want. Gotta plow out those damaged spots. Almost done. And then we'll move it on to get to the poplar. What I'm looking for here is anything with actual bare ground, because that's where the damage is. But we don't need to do any more. That is enough. This plow does not need to live in the shed. That'll make a little more room. This plow is an outdoor pet. All right. Well, I'll see you when the poplar's ready. Well, it's November. We can finally, oh yeah, I didn't fill this little oil thing. We can finally hook up, the poplar harvest. Now, this thing is terribly, terribly damaged at 87%. Desperately needs maintenance. I drove it down there in October and looked at the price to fix it, and it's $28K. So I'm hoping that it will survive this harvest and the results in the resulting carting job. I expect it will, although it's not going to be the best at it, that's for sure. But we are going to get that thing harvested and into the place it goes, into the silo for January. Wow, so that is still a pain. It's got to do with the length of this front end and just the way it handles. I think a forage harvester is gotta be one of the next big purchases if I'm gonna keep this up. But yeah, and the tractor is totally out of maintenance bar. So I am really needing to make some money and get this thing repaired before I do anything major with it. Let's go have a look and see what that worker did on here. And apparently all the workers I hired to run the forage on the poplar were drunk or something. If you watch that, they are turning random circles and doing all kinds of weird stuff on both fields. So that looks good. And I'm pretty happy with how everything is right now. We got a couple more months until we can sell those wood chips and do all of the things we've been planning, or some of the things we've been planning to do. But other than that, it's all seeming good. Go put this weight back where it belongs. Yeah, so next time we're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell those wood chips and who knows what else. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you next time.